All right. Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you might be. Happy Sunday to you. Well, I was planning on doing the rest of my search and rescue missions. That last one yesterday, we'd had some great ones, and then the last one was seemingly impossible. Could not find any place to touch down in thick mountainous terrain. It just kept crashing over and over and over again. I'm like, okay, I got to step back. Okay. So, set up the cover art for today to finish the last 4 or so, and came in here setting up and filtered it to find a search and rescue mission, and there aren't any. Even the simulator thinks that I need some more time off. It's like I could go do something else. Did I go find another career thing to advance today? But no, and I suppose in an ideal, perfect world, on a Sunday, there would be no drama. There's nobody that needs saving. You don't need to be Superman today, Kineas. Not one in the whole world. So, yeah. I need to go see there's jobs available. So if I just turn off the search and rescue rotorcraft filter, plenty of stuff to do. We haven't done this one. Airbus A320neo private charter. It's a gold, a gold qualifying one. I suppose. What do we have up here? Construction shipment. It's a hook mission. Oh, that sounds very fun. The other gold ones out here are scientific research. But that's in a Cessna Grand Caravan. Not a problem, but private transfer raw 5810 Los Angeles waiting lounge. VIP airliner Boeing 737. Doesn't look too long. I think I'm intrigued by this one up here. Cargo. Let's see if it'll give it to us. See if it doesn't have a prerequisite on it. I'll be darned. We got it. Cargo transport hook. Construction shipment for Bruce Oil rig team. That wasn't available to us yesterday. It said we had other requirements still. So I guess we have fulfilled those requirements. The prerequisites. Hey, big shout out to everybody in the eVTOL community. You guys are crazy. I don't even want to talk about the giraffe thing other than just that mention right there. What? But shout out to all you folks in the eVTOL community. I love you all. The Archer news, just the news on everything moving is fantastic. Davos, this, that. Molly over at the flying in the simulator, getting to try a helicopter versus flying the Archer Midnight. Night and day, huh, Molly? Completely different. And I even believe that the Archer Midnight can become more simple. It should be more simple. I can do it with a Logitech Joystick Extreme 3D Pro. It's like 100 years old, right? And I love it. If you've advanced the technology that far, why set up for dual joysticks and then also have rudder pedals? I suppose you would want that kind of control, but again, you could get all of that working in one joystick. So, I hope as we go forward, again, if the whole goal is simple. Keep going. I can't wait to see it all combined down, and for anybody, combined down into just a one joystick controller. Joby's the same way. 2 joysticks, a right and a left. Kind of like you're playing, what was that tank game back in the 80s, the Vectors one? Battlezone? Got two joystick controllers. That's too much. And then you've got the foot pedals. Why do that to somebody? All right, well, I'm going to have to change the cover art and say that we're doing other stuff, but I'll do that after the show. Might as well get to it. Okay, so I haven't done one of these before. Bear with me. I could totally botch this. Bruce Oil Platform needs to replace some of its pipeline connections. Pick up the new ones from the nearby tanker and deliver them to the team on the helideck of the rig. Okay. See what our EFB says. It probably says what we already know, but let's look. It's not even giving us the map. Oh, well, we'll get assists. I'm doing this very, very casually. I'm not doing everything by the book, doing checklists. That's for serious training days. This is just, let's get in and have fun. You know, take advantage of all the ease that the simulator can give us. Not to say the controls are nerfed, just that, you know, going through all the checklists, doing everything, you know, check. You can just skip all that. Pre-startup, pre-check, you know, all the... This stuff I don't mind doing. It's not a whole lot to it. Just taking off your coverings. Just a couple of clicks. It's really cool now. I like how they've added in certain things that haven't been in before. One, I think this really applies more to when you get your own companies, which I haven't done yet because it's very expensive. Even though I'm over 1.5 million credits, that's nothing. Chump change. So in the career mode, all these flashing points that you're seeing, you know, you can check your, like the water and your fuel now. So there are a lot of components that they're adding in. Huh. But again, I think that applies for company when you're actually, you know, you have to get your insurance and damages can happen. So things like this, checking the condition of it. Oh, I have been damaging a lot of skids. Underneath here, we have something to pull. And up here, usually a pitot covering. Ah, yes. That's it. So it's cool. I mean, that's neat. I'm glad that they added in checking the water and the fuel. And so again, we could go through all the checklists, but I don't really want to. And they're usually found under aircraft, checklists, pre-flight inspection, turnaround check before starting the engine, starting engine, after starting engine, run up. So again, each one of these has all the things you can go through and check off. So if you want to be totally serious about this, absolutely. What you want to put into the simulator, you'll get out of it. You want it for hardcore training? Well, you got it. But if you're new to this and you're like, man, that's too much. I'd like to learn how to fly, but it's just so much. Yeah, well, you know, approach it as you want. And then just keep learning and don't let it frustrate you. All right, so we'll just hit Control E. In most of the aircraft, a lot of stuff works. Radios and navigation and this and that, and you will not be disappointed by how much stuff works. They also have aircraft out that are called the study grade, where almost everything works, especially in the airliners. People are crazy for the airliners like the Airbus and the others, and they create the most amazing study grade, study level aircraft. All right, let's contact ground.
Engine started, preparing for takeoff. Please be ready. Copy that. We're getting in position.
So for the first 5 years or more, I was in the alpha for a year, and then we did 5 years of 2020, and now we're at 2024.
Today. Ready when you are. Ada, any info to share with us for today?
KINN, Nova 2, clear for immediate takeoff to the ship. The load of tubings is ready to be delivered to the platform. Fly safe. Over.
Roger. All right. Do. Okay, we want to get to about right there, 20 torque. It's still revving up. Just let it do its thing. But usually right around there in the 20s, 22, 23 area. That's when we can get just a little bit of lift off and start trying to trim things up a little bit. Oh, something to be aware of if you're going to do the search and rescue missions. It's got some very interesting bugs that will kill you so fast. One of them being, for whatever reason, when you get to your holding points or checkpoints and you put it in the throttle and you touch down, then a message will come out saying, okay, proceed to the next area. What it's doing is, even though you're in idle and you're sitting on the ground, it all of a sudden inputs like 20% throttle. And so as soon as you hear the message come through, all of a sudden your helicopter is just taking off. So you have to throw up your joystick out of idle and then throw it back down into idle and get back down. Make sure you get down to the ground like this kind of thing. Up, down. But if you don't do that, yeah, it's going to take off on you. So you got to be very aware of that. And it's doing it for every single time I'm getting a mission after I've touched down. So don't let that make you cry. Try to get. You can already see we're leaning a little bit forward. It's tipping forward, raising the throttle. So let me trim back a little bit. And we're already getting some movement. A little back trim. Maybe a little right trim. Wish I could even be a little bit more precise. I need to maybe go in and check the sensitivity, so when I use the trim, it does it in smaller increments. That seems pretty stable. Okay. You think so? How you doing, Steve? I call him a co-pilot Steve.
Docker 2, KINN, leaving Bruce helideck with 2 packs. Approaching the pickup zone in 30 seconds.
KINN, Docker 2, copy. 30 seconds up. Wind speed 12 knots.
Oh, you think so, huh?
On board. Negative on refueling.
So, applying a little bit of forward angle on the main rotor blade and try to get us going up a little high. So yeah, you have to tilt the aircraft, the helicopter, the nose down, and then it'll start picking up. It'll start moving forward and picking up speed. But interestingly, it also creates lift. So I've got the noise. I've got the nose pointed down, and I'm picking up speed, moving forward, but it's also going to start lifting the aircraft. So then you try to use the trim controls to try to bring it back a little bit. Or the throttle. There's a lot to it. It's a dance, and I feel like I'm fighting the helicopter the whole time, which is why I am so in love with eVTOL or VTOL in general. I'm just a super big fan because you're just not fighting it the entire time. It does exactly what you want, and you can take your hands off the controls and not worry about dying. Gotta admit, I have a big respect for people that are all about helicopters and, you know, are masters of the helicopter. You rock. I need to find some lights for the inside of this thing. Light controls.
Docker 2, KINN, requesting pickup clearance.
Green deck. Everything cleared now.
Probably should not approach from that side. Yeah, easy. Oh, you're right there. See, eVTOL would make this just so simple, and he's, oh, okay, yeah, not a problem. This, you're fighting it. See? Well, we're here. Says I'm still a half meter away. Got our GoPro view. Trying to release the tension on the joystick. I don't want to fight it. I'm trying to get it into a steady hover.
Spot on. Hold position. Cargo properly secured. Weight distribution on point for a safe flight. Docker 2, KINN, leaving port with 2 packs, en route to Bruce platform. Load 1,543 pounds. KINN, copy. Fly safe.
Get over here. It's pulling me. It's twisting me. So I'm letting go of the joystick and it threw me around. Let me try to turn down, balance ourselves out. Engine over torque. All right. Okay. It's going to be interesting when we have AI in the cockpit. All right. Set it to the proper speed, AI. Ah, yes. This is the speed you need. The torque you need, sir. Yikes, yikes, easy. Come on, up. Whoa. Whoa. Engine over torque.
In position. Clearance to proceed offload. Green deck. Permission to engage offload ops.
All right, again, let me get to a position where I can try to like let go of the whoa. Whoa, do not approach. Dang it. I'm trying to get to a point or a place where I can again try to let go of the joystick and figure out how it's balancing. Right now it's pulling the nose way down. But then we get this rocking. So anyway, I'm trying to let go of the joystick as much as possible, take as much tension off first, and try to balance myself out. Easy. So I'm just trying to trim in just a touch of forward. So we can counteract that right. Start bringing the torque back. Too fast, too fast, too fast, too fast. So pulled back on the trim. Just trying to do little bit of easing on the torque. Still moving forward. Oh no. Hit the wrong button, threw the nose down. Oh boy. Dang you. Come on. It's hard to visualize how much you might have underneath you, how much space you need. Be dragging this thing on the side. Let's use our GoPro camera. Yeah, see what I mean? Oh, cleared it.
Hook removed. Load secure.
See if we can't find some lights in this thing. Yeah, that's better. Oop. Again, the cabin controls are now tied to some sort of flight controls. Normally, when I push W, it just moves my camera forward in the cockpit so I can see better. Like, look out the front. See, but it's also tied to, like, nose down. See, that's tied to... I need to unhook those. I need to be able to look around. Whoa. Recenter my view. Alright. Got the bugs. What I haven't done. Nobody usually chats, so I mean, I'm really lax about chatting. Usually people don't. But let me look over there. Hey, Billy Bob VR8. Hey, you're my favorite YouTube, and I'm subbed. Hey, let me sub back. Awesome. You're awesome. Thank you. Even if it's all lies, I love it. Thank you so much. So thank you for stopping in. And again, I'm sorry. I'm really bad about checking chat because usually nobody does. But I see ya. See, like in an eVTOL, I could just set this thing to go over there, fly to where I need it to go, without worrying about it. Take my hands off the controls, go check on the chat. And with the helicopter here, I look over and I'm going the wrong way. I'm going sideways. Back over to the chat. So thank you, Billy Bob. I really appreciate it. Especially if you're Bob. Like the Bob I Know. Isn't that a song? The Bob I Know. Collective Soul. It's just the Bob I know. Right? So I tweet on the edge. All right. Enough of that. Thank you, Bob. Thank you. Is this the helipad we're supposed to go to? I thought so. Maybe not. Was it back on the oil rig itself? It didn't say. Let's try to hover it. And get to our map. Pickup area, approach. Where's the helipad? Drop area, helipad. Arrival, and then it says none. Where, what? This doesn't say. I appreciate it. Well, we'll check this helipad over here. Nothing. I've never been to an oil factory. I've been out and seen some construction jobs before and hung out with some tug workers that were working construction. See, they're not telling us where we're supposed to go back to. So we've flown by both of them. And I don't see anything other than these three vessels in the area. Okay. Well, I suppose all we can do is try to land on each one and see which one it is. Too much back rotor. Wonder, I mean, if you can get out of the aircraft, you could probably walk around a lot of this stuff out of the helicopter.
Good job, guys.
Oh, that was it, huh?
Swing
Just
by
right
when
there.
you're red, and we'll go over your stats.
All right. Engine shutting down, applying rotor brake. You're the best, Bob. Ah. That was satisfying. Two engine over torques. Huh. Like, nah, we don't really, no reputation today. Forget it. None for you. They give you, unless you get a super, in which you can get pretty good reputation, a large chunk. Other than that, you have to really work hard. You get reputation in little tiny increments. And then when you make a mistake, they take large chunks of reputation. So you work all month to finally get your reputation up, and then you make, pardon me, I'm all stuffy here, it's cold in Colorado. And then you make one mistake, there goes all your reputation for the month. Oh. See what I mean? I was getting up near super. Well, actually, yesterday I was actually in the B's. I got a couple of supers yesterday, which really helped. So if you've never tuned in for, or if you haven't tuned in recently and you're like, what's this career mode thing you're doing? In Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, we have career mode. These are all the licenses that you need to acquire to unlock all of the rest. So you click, you do these and you unlock it, and then you start unlocking these. Commercial pilot license, night currency, instrument rating, multi-engine rating, high performance endorsement, tail wheel endorsement. So they kind of look like this. Commercial pilot license airplane, 11 minutes, allows you to fly an airplane. Training, trim management, departure, start your navigation, dead reckoning, landmark navigation, arrival, first solo navigation. And then you can take the exam or take it again. I got a B. So once you complete one of these, then it starts unlocking these. Here's instrument rating, which I recommend. Climb and descent, turning, speed control, VOR basics, RNAV basics, ILS approach, ILS approach, ILS approach, ILS approach. Drill it, drill it, drill it, drill it, drill it. And then drill it some more, and then drill it some more. And then every flight, try to make sure you do it if you're flying in an airplane. The IFR test. Got to beat. All right, so I've done all of these, and I haven't yet unlocked the heavy airliner rating, which you fly the Beluga. Allows you to fly aircraft with a maximum takeoff weight of over 300,000 pounds. Heavier airplanes allow for a higher payload and an increased passenger activity. Prerequisites: jet airline transport pilot rating. Heavy airliner rating, the 747-8, the Dreamliner, the Beluga. There's a big beast, man. That's like your first Starship size aircraft. Same with the rotors. I've been trying to, again, I did all my airplane stuff, and then I've been working on all this helicopter stuff. Commercial pilot license, rotorcraft, turbine engine rating. Here we are now. We finally haven't unlocked this one yet, powered lift rating, but we're doing the hoist endorsement and the hook endorsement. And where's the search and rescue one? Well, it's not here. But that's the career. So you got to get licenses for everything and start advancing your way out to the edges. I've flown over 900 missions now, or at least something like that. Let's see here. 966 total flights, and that could just be messing around too, and maybe not just career stuff. 44,378 miles flown, 276 hours. And that's not a lot. It's not great for this last year. I took like several months off while they were working on updating things and changing things. There was really no need for, and I needed a break. Done over 300 live streams. This is 336. And then some of them, there were ABCs and Ds which don't count, or I didn't count. There's a lot more. So prior to this, again, I was in a Microsoft Flight Simulator for 6 years, something like 8,000 hours. And then with X-Plane, Microsoft Flight Simulator X10, the Steam version, all of Dovetail's stuff before Asobo came in and redid Microsoft Flight Simulator for Microsoft. Dovetail had the license, so Dovetail released Flight School, which I did, and then they released Flight Sim World, which was pretty darn awesome. I really wish they would have taken a lot of the ideas too from Flight Sim World and brought them over into Microsoft Flight Simulator, but that's neither here nor there at the moment. But a lot of these ideas are slowly starting through the community saying, hey, I'd like to do this and this and this. That we will see a lot of that stuff possibly trickle over. More interesting career stuff, getting swag. Neat. So yeah, so I have years and years at this, and I'm still awful, but hey, it's all about continually learning. More stats. That's not bad. Number of failed landings, only 12. Okay. Now, with that number, even though 12 doesn't seem like a high number, a lot of those are still okay. Sometimes when I'm messing about, I'll be flying something and then I'll go over and do some tweets and I'll forget to look back over at the simulator. Now, I've been flying a lot of the Archer Midnight and Joby recently, the eVTOLs, and Sometimes when I'm flying those and I've just like put it into hover mode and walked away from it and walked and looked, went and did a few tweets, the battery will run out and the thing will fall out of the sky and crash. And I'm like, oh, let me reset it. And I've had a number of times where I wasn't paying attention and the darn midnight came falling out of the sky over and over and over again. So I would say the number of failed landings is actually lower, a lot lower. I used to be able to not land at all, and that should give some of you some encouragement. If you get into this, learning how to do flight simulators or flying in general in the simulator, and you find yourself like thinking, this is too difficult. Well, right when I first started, I couldn't land, so then I started developing, I can't do this. If I can't stick a landing, what's the point of even continuing on trying to learn any of this? Just give up. And then I started developing kind of like a fear, like a phobia of landing. Now I screwed up every single one. And almost quit so many times. I'm like, well, if you can't stick a landing in a simulator, you have no business. Just give it up. You're not cut out for flying. And that's what I would tell myself. Look, you're just not going to get it. You're not going to get it, so just stop. You're too stupid to even get it in a simulator. And then Microsoft released this small simulator called Microsoft Flight. These are all the Stranger Things photos that I've taken recently, completing those missions. They did a great job. If you're into Stranger Things, they did a great job of recreating Hawkins, Indiana, wherever the place is that the show's at. All of your favorite locations from the show are there. There's 46 locations you've got to fly around on the tour and take photos of. The mall, everything, the trailer park, every place, every set pretty much is here. Everybody's house. So I think you're going to love it. It had a controversial ending, but I don't really care. I enjoyed the first couple of episodes. I don't really care to get into how much I was disappointed. A lot of people were. But the missions are fun. The missions were a blast. I enjoyed it. Character creator is not available here in career mode, which reminds me. Go back to the main menu for a minute and go back into our character. The Stranger Things stuff they gave to you for free, and they gave you a bunch of apparel, I guess. I guess the Hellfire Club shirt's in here somewhere. The Hellfire Club. There we go. All right. There's the Hawkins High School. Camp Nowhere. The pizza place. That guy should have been back for the final episodes. They should have kept him along. Like, hey, I want to hang out with you people. This is the most excitement I've ever had in my whole life. Palace Arcade. I think I'll stick with the Hellfire Club. I like it. Wish I could add a jacket. You got any Nike or Reebok? Oh, that'll do. All right, let's jump back in and see what else we got. So under specialization, we usually tell us what we need. We'll look again to see if there's any search and rescue missions available out there. To unlock HOIST, we needed... Oh, I thought we had more than that. So we need 6 more. We only did 4? That's not right. Agricultural aviation, perform landings with a rotorcraft on a soft runway, 14 out of 15. So just 1 more and we get that. That's going to be interesting to do it in a helicopter. I get dizzy doing it in the plane. Whew, that's a lot of turning. Again, eVTOL. eVTOL is going to change everything. Somebody did an eVTOL like on the Joby. Why is the Joby a big deal? A short. And I said, this is the reason why it's a big deal. Pull back, up, left, right, done. Transition, detransition. It's so simple. And somebody said, well, what are you going to use it for? Everything. My answer was, he said, what's the use of this thing? To replace every aircraft that's currently available in the world with eVTOL type technologies. Because using the eVTOL is superior to everything that exists. In my opinion, it's safer, it's more safe, and it's more simple, and it's more intuitive, and having the technology make its way into every type of aircraft for that type of precision and control and everything. Its use is everything. It makes the search and rescue, would make those 100% easier. It would make everything easier. It would make the last job I did just so much easier. Controlling it, you can dial in your speeds precisely, and control your movement precisely. My precious. All right, so we'll look for any more hoist jobs out there. We'll look see if any more search and rescue have popped up. This one we need to do a cargo transport mission. I don't even think those are really opened up yet. With a rating of S. Okay. Cargo transport, I think, just opened. I haven't seen one of these before. Look. Cargo transport. Hook. 15 minutes. That's cool. All right, let's filter and see if any search and rescue are available. Still none across the whole world. None jobs. All right, well, where's the cargo transport? Cook. Pardon me, let me go back. How many do we need? I shouldn't care. I should just grind out a bunch, but let me double check. So for the hoist, all we have to do is score 1 helicopter cargo transport mission with an S to unlock construction. Pardon me, a cat is banging at the door to get in. One moment. Welcome home. You should bring me some. Okay. Oh, again, thanks to people over there in the eVTOL community that I've been following to follow eVTOL information about Joby, Archer, etc., and the others. But also for investing, which I've never done before. Don't make fun of me. Everybody's like, how many stock in Archer do you have? oh, I have 15,000 stock in Archer and 22,000 stock in Joby. And everybody's showing off how much stock they have. And I'm over here like, well, I got 38 here and I've got like 80 here, you know, so don't laugh. You know, we all start somewhere, and that's where I'm starting. I've never been good with money. It's just never come my way. It just doesn't happen, you know. It'll look good on a resume, won't it? Yeah, it does look good on a resume, actually. Yeah, it does, but dang. Okay. So we'll do some of these cargo transports. Here's one near my neck of the woods. There's Denver. I live down here in Colorado Springs, in this area, particular Security Whitefield. Isn't it neat to live in a place called Security? It just sounds safe, doesn't it? Well, I'm right next to Fort Carson military base. That's pretty darn secure. Over here up on the mountain is NORAD. Yeah, I'm pretty secure. We got the Air Force, an Air Force base over here. Cheyenne Mountain Air Force. That's the fire department. We've got Space Command out here. I'm surrounded by safety. Air Force Academy to the north end of town. Plenty safe. Okay, let's get to it. No more messing around. So we're up in Aspen, rich people territory. This is going to be dangerous. For a house in Aspen, building construction material to a remote tiny house near Aspen. Tiny houses are the rage right now. Do that one. Aspen Remote Lodge took a serious hit from a recent storm, and the crews want to start the repairs ASAP. They're waiting on us to drop off the supplies with the chopper so they can get to work. Runway 33, VFR rules. eVTOL Buzz just posted Archer's page on the World Economic Forum website. Thank you to Molly O'Shea for some great interview stuff from Adam Goldstein at Archer Aviation. That's available on X. It's popping up everywhere. Playing cards on the front. Really, no checkout stuff. Just get right in, huh? Oh, this is the Huey. This is from Stranger Things. I believe. Oh. Fascinating to me to watch this. The modeling in the simulator is just so fantastic. Make sure throttle's all the way down.
Engine started, preparing for takeoff. Please be ready.
It's amazing how it all hinges on this. Well, on that back rotor, of course. But man, everything just relies on that.
Hey, Captain. I'm your co-pilot today. Ready when you are. Maggie, any info to share with us for today?
Yes. The remote House of Goodwin Green hut needs a delivery to welcome new guests in a proper manner. You've been assigned to the delivery with your chopper. Lift it at the pickup zone, then coordinate the drop-off at the destination with the ground operator. You'll have to coordinate closely with on-site ground teams at pickup and drop locations. It's high risk for them, so be extremely precise, stable, and focused. I'll be checking everything from here with the on-site contact. Now, the sky is all yours, pilot.
All right.
Aspen ground. Kin Bravo Bravo Foxtrot 7 tree, 1 tree with kilo. Request taxi for takeoff. Departure to the north.
I've got a kilo.
Kin Bravo Bravo Foxtrot 7 tree 1 tree. Taxi to and hold short of runway tree via taxiway Alpha Alpha Niner. Contact tower on 118.85 when ready.
Hi, Captain. Pardon me trying to clean up my desktop a little bit. Always something. All right. All right.
Kin Bravo Bravo Foxtrot 7 tree 1 tree. Did you hear my last transmission?
Yeah.
Taxiing, hold short runway tree via taxiway Alpha Alpha Niner. Kin Bravo Bravo Foxtrot 7 tree 1 tree.
The controls are bunged. It's not responding to throttle. So when it switches aircraft on you, it might do the same thing. It might change controls on you. So you need to go to your settings, your controls, go to your joystick. I never set up one for the Huey. So let's just set it for the Airbus H-125. And hopefully that'll work just fine for us. Yeah, with helicopters, every second you feel like it's just a battle. For me. Every second you're making an adjustment to something. Now I'm going to get a ticket for going too fast. They do. They give you tickets for going too fast. You get penalties if you taxi too fast. You're not really supposed to taxi any faster than a brisk walk. And it's usually a time you're doing all your checklists, hanging out, chatting with your co-pilot about what's coming up, going over the plan. You can skip ahead, but I really need to try to nail an S score. So I'll try to do it the best I can. And if you get going too fast, you start getting lift, and then they'll give you a ticket for unauthorized takeoff. So you got to be really careful, keep it under control. Right now, it's got a mind of its own, wants to speed up. Surprised we see speeding, and I haven't changed anything. I haven't done anything. It's just a mind of its own. I didn't increase. I haven't done anything other than guide this thing toward our goal. And it's like a bat out of hell. It just hit the right zen. So I'm trying to tilt the rotor back. Slow us down. So there went our superb rating. Then we're going too high. I'm using the all kinds of back rotor right at the moment. Crazy. I have to let it. See, not cleared for takeoff. And it says we crashed. I'm going to skip to the takeoff. That's frustrating. Again, I did nothing. It shouldn't have done that. We didn't, maybe we got a wicked tailwind behind us or something. But all of a sudden it decided it was going to go.
Aspen Tower, Kin Bravo Bravo Foxtrot 7 tree 1 tree at runway tree ready for departure. Departure to the north.
So that's going to hurt our reputation.
7 tree, 1 tree. Altimeter 29er, 9er 2 departure to the north approved. Cleared for takeoff runway tree. Kin Bravo Bravo Foxtrot, 7 tree 1 tree. Acknowledge last transmission.
Cleared for takeoff runway tree. Kin Bravo Bravo Foxtrot 7 tree 1 tree.
Oops. The heck is that on the runway? Oh, that's probably our stuff we need to pick up. Who knows?
Trek 14, KINN, leaving Aspen Pick & Co. /Sardyport with 2 packs. Reaching pickup zone in approximate 30 seconds.
Bravo, Bravo, Foxtrot.
KGNN, Trek 14, 10-4.
Continue for north
30
departure.
seconds up. Wind speed 18 knots. 2 souls on board. Negative on
Bravo,
refueling.
Bravo, Foxtrot, 7 tree, 1 tree, leaving my airspace. Frequency change approved.
Aspen Tower, Kin Bravo Bravo Foxtrot, 7 tree, 1 tree, frequency change.
Garbage. Garbage flying, Kineas. Garbage. The controls are so wonky. They're so touchy. I mean, I'm barely just making the slightest adjustments on the torque, and it's just either dropping or climbing with just the tiniest input. Let's switch to external view. I can't see what the hell I'm doing. They really need cameras. Same with the Joby and the Archer, and I hope they consider putting those in. We need, cars got backup cameras now. We literally need the same kind of thing for the underside of these helicopters. How's the pickup area now? Why they don't have them, I don't know. They should absolutely have pickup cameras and hoist cameras and see what I mean? It's just all over the place. Fighting. What a pain in the ass. Now it's not. I mean, come on, I'm here. I was there. What do you want?
Hello in perfect position.
There we go. How's this perfect position? Whatever. Oh, easy.
Net is secured. You can proceed lift. Tread 14. Canyon in. We're leaving with 2 packs. Heading to deposit zone. Goodwin Green Hut. Load 1,323 pounds. Cayman in. 10-4. Fly safe.
Alright, we're climbing. Vibration. Easy. Don't over torque it. Happy Sunday to you. Big shout out to all the folks in the eVTOL community. Hustle Brothers, I haven't mentioned them today. Lewis Archer. Archer Defense. The strange world, sir. Strange world we live in.
We'll make a great team with this Helo. Don't worry, little bird. We'll treat you right, won't we, Captain?
I
know. I call it little bird. It's like it's alive.
Okay. Well, it definitely has a mind of its own and likes to fight.
Lots of new faces down there. Hopefully, they are prepared. If not, we could be in trouble.
Why?
I made deliveries to oil rigs and wind turbines before, so supplying a shelter should be a piece of cake. However, I'm not taking anything for granted because that's how mistakes are made.
Right. And it is hard to see anything. Losing a lot of altitude way too fast. I have got to get into the controls and see if they have anything like rotor trim. Because that back end is really hard to keep that back end right behind me, right where I want it. Losing altitude again.
Requesting clearance to engage offload operation. Green deck, permission to engage offload ops.
Ah. Hey, easy. You doing? Climb, DiMaggio, climb. You're gonna crash me into a tree. Well, actually, Kineas, you're the one who's gonna be crashing. You're the one in control. Whoa.
Be gentle, this is what we need to make the lodge shine again.
Oh.
Be gentle, this is what we need to...
Sorry.
Watch out. That was a near miss with your load.
I see. That's what she said.
Still not good. I can't secure the load. Readjust. Still not good. I can't secure the load. Readjust.
stop. Dang you, dang you.
Still not good. I can't secure the load. Readjust. Still not good. I can't secure the load. Readjust.
She's taking off on me or she wants to fall. Ugh. Yeah, okay. Full throttle, full torque. Again, it's just a matter of just nanometers on the throttle. So like between the hover and falling, just any sort of slight adjustment and she's all over the place. And any movement, I'm getting lift. I don't want the lift. And now I'm getting lift with, I'm not doing anything. And it's lifting. And throwing me out of the zone.
Still not good. I can't secure the load. Readjust.
I'm not doing anything. I'm just trying to hover. It goes.
Good. I can't secure the load. Readjust.
See, it's. I get close and it starts moving me.
Hook removed. Load secure.
Insane. Well, we're not going to get an S on that one anyway, so I'm just going to skip the back flight. Hey, I'm doing pretty good. How about yourself? Wasn't the most successful mission, but it released the hook and we got out of there. But boy, that was a tough one. Happy New Year. Sorry I missed you last time. Easy.
Aspen ground. Kin Bravo Bravo Foxtrot 7 tree 1 tree. Taxi to parking.
So there's that bug again.
Bravo Foxtrot 7 tree 1 tree. Taxi to general aviation parking via taxiway Alpha.
Okay, so it did it again. It bugged again. So we were sitting there at the hold short, right? Right there. And we were landed, and I was in idle. As soon as the message came through, it immediately input 20% torque, and we took off. That's happening in all of these rotorcopter missions so far. So I'll file some bug reports and see if other people have filed, but that's nuts. So, and then we just got a violation for going too high on an illegal takeoff. So be aware of that. That's a real pain in the butt. Real big pain in the butt. So all you can do is throw the joystick forward to about 20% throttle and then or torque, and then throw it back to idle right away and try to catch it before you get too high. I'm just gonna skip. I'll do the taxi. Well,
Your swift delivery got everyone back on the job on site. Good. Drop by when you're ready. We'll go over these stats together. You'll be happy with them. Trust me.
no, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with them. I'm glad you're happy with them, but I can't say I am. Different? Yes, I took my vacation, ended up being a lot longer than I wanted it to be, but life, you know, life has other plans for you sometimes. But I'm glad to be back. Ooh, lost reputation for that crash. Level 152. Yeah, mostly everything is okay again. I don't know if you've seen that show Stranger Things on Netflix, but I'm wearing the Hellfire Club t-shirt. So they gave us the Stranger Things activities. And it's free. So, and along with it, they gave us a bunch of different clothing options. So if you watch the show, then you're familiar with their Dungeons and Dragons group. They call themselves the Hellfire Club. Probably not the best name, you know, historically. I mean, not, but whatever. It is what it is. Maybe it's also to wake people up. I don't know, but whatever. They call their D&D club the Hellfire Club. So I've got the Hellfire Club t-shirt on. Because I used to, well, we still do occasionally play Dungeons and Dragons. I'm in my 50s now, but I've been playing since I was 9 years old. And I still have friends around who we used to play together when we were young. And now we have kids who like, oh, we want to learn how to play, so we'll play. And, you know, occasionally we're like, it's better than playing Parcheesi, you know, as we get older. Play a lot of card games now that I'm older. I want to party and everybody wants to play cards. Let's play Rummy. Okay, fine. Fine. Yeah. So they've got some other clothing on here. Here are all the tops. There's the Hawkins High School. Pardon me. Hellfire Club, Hawkins Middle School AV Club, Camp Nowhere. Can't really read that one. Bite Off, the Palace Arcade, and then I can't remember what the name of the pizza place was, but there's the pizza shop. I liked the pizza guy. I liked him a lot. He was my kind of character, I can tell you that. We'd get along just fine, I think. And I can't zoom in on the character. But I don't have the best memory, so Other way, there's the t-shirt for that. I'm used to The Sims where we can rotate characters and zoom in and let me calibrate my joystick again. Usually I don't have to with every time I restart the computer, but man, that was a little bit rough to control. She was all over the place. So give me a moment, please. And then I'm going to try to do probably another hoist mission, another cargo mission. So if you'd like to stick around, So are you flying? Are you doing any flying missions, or are you playing something else these days, or what's going on? Let me go over to your channel. No, it's an old joystick that I've had. All right, so I'm looking at some of these videos that you put up. Some free signal, more on Telegram crypto. I don't know anything about. I don't know that much about crypto. I know people have said to buy some, so I'm gonna try to buy some when I can. I know now's not the best time to jump in. You know, probably several months ago when it was a lot lower. 75 rate of return in just 17 minutes. That's awesome. Future trading signal crypto. Future trading signal crypto. I'm invested now for the first time ever in Archer and Joby. I'm so thrilled with these eVTOL in the simulator that I want to be invested in what's coming. They're awesome. Absolutely awesome. Oops. Leave the handle centered, press a button on the controller, move the handle in complete circles. Press button on the controller. Leave handle centered, press button on the controller. Move the slider up and down. Press Z, up, down. And finish. Okay. Let me see what this one says. Oh, it's just got some music. Oh. It's just a screenshot. Oh, we've unlocked agricultural aviation. Very nice. Suppose we could try that. Yeah, crypto's kind of weird right now. Boy, it sure is climbing though. I wish I would have put a couple of bucks in. I'm not very what's the word? Wealthy. And so I don't have a lot to put in, but boy, I would have liked to have put it in a couple of bucks when things starts climbing up over 100,000 for Bitcoin. Okay, where's that agricultural air tractor? Air tractor. Where was it? Let's see if we can filter it out here. Agricultural aviation airplane. Well, it's got to be on here somewhere. Nope, charter flight. There it is. Madame Trevisan from Piedmont booked a Hilo AG spray. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Well, what have you been up to? Difficulty. Crop spraying season has begun. This is going to be really different. refill truck. Well, that's not on the right spot. Static port. It's an interesting rig. Sure is pretty here. Looks like Colorado. Yeah, it looks like our front range. That could be Pikes Peak. Very nice. That's right, studying medicine. And you were studying in overseas. You were like not in Afghanistan. The hell were you? And you were from India. You started in India, and we talked about like butter chicken. And I flew around your university area and the town that you're in. Uzbekistan, that's right, Uzbekistan. How's your studies going, doctor? Are you a doctor yet? I said you're gonna do well and make tons of money. And I wanted to be your pilot. Yeah. Well, if I could ever get my hands...
Good to team up with you. I'm Gastone. I'll be your contact for
Gastone.
this. Call sign Sparrow 2. Let's go over last-minute details before you start. Today we need to spray Madame Trevison's field with fertilizer. Just make sure you hit the designated area, not the surrounding region. Don't know if you worked in this area before, but Trevison's crops are located 4.5 nautical miles away south from here.
One more year to go. Nice.
Right, I hear the aircraft roaring. Let's go.
Lima India, Charlie Uniform Traffic, Kin Charlie Alpha India 8314, taking off runway 5, south departure, Lima India Charlie Uniform.
What do you do? And now it won't go back? There we go. That's our field, right? Yep. That's our field. Oh, I'll bet. Oh, I can't even imagine how heavy your workload is. And then I remember you were specializing in, I can't remember now exactly, forgive me. But I can't imagine how hard your workload is. Bravo, Doctor. Bravo. Bravo. I think she's fully revved up yet. Did it switch controls on me again? I don't have any throttle. What's up with you, Microsoft? Come on. Yeah, it's changing over to controls I never use. How exciting. One more year. Oh, I appreciate you checking in on me. I really do. I wish I would have been a little bit more forthcoming about what was going on. It's just that, again, sometimes life just gets in the way, and I didn't want to say anything. I should have just said something. That, hey, sorry the vacation's taking long. I apologize. I deeply apologize. Is this the runway? I don't know what they consider the runway. Oh well. $1,800 feet.
Remember, our clients are counting on us to improve their crops. It's big zone, so this should be a good day. It's a beautiful day. Wind is okay for knots at most. Perfect weather for you to hit the fields. We're lucky there's little wind. The spray drift could have impacted other fields. I'll assist you as much as possible from the ground. Teamwork for the win.
Yeah, I would say everything is, you know, mostly back to normal. But what is normal life for anybody anymore? It's really not me so much as it other people, family, you know, responsibilities, yada 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 yada. Wasn't really anything wrong with me. Just a lot to deal with. But yeah, I would say that, you know, mostly everything is mostly back to normal now, much as it can be, and I'm thankful for that. I did get to catch up on a lot of television that I've been missing. So, saw some interesting stuff lately. I'm pretty much caught up. Got to catch up on all my movies. Got to catch up and finally see like the latest Marvel stuff, the Fantastic Four. It was a big one for me. Not all of it was bad. I liked the new one. It was an alternate Earth, so there's that. But overall, you know, I didn't want to approach it saying, well, it's got to be like the classic. It's got to be this or it's got to be that. I just took it for what it was. And for what it was, I loved it. I really like Vanessa Kirby, the actress who played Sue Storm. I'm a big fan of hers. So that was a perfect cast. The guy that played Eddie Munson in Stranger Things was the Human Torch in the movie. I liked his character. I liked the way he played. I liked everybody. The guy that played the Thing, he's in a television show about cooking called The Bear, and I really like him in that show, so I was in love with him as Ben Grimm. Rodriguez, or whatever his name is, that played Reed Richards, yeah, okay. It is what it is. He was good enough. I still, ultimately, at the end of the day, I kind of still want an original story for the Fantastic Four right out of the comic books. An origin story, the original Jack Kirby origin story. That'd be great. But it is what it is. I'm looking forward to the next stuff that they do. I really want to see how they do Doctor Doom. Yeah, Pedro, it was weird. It was weird. It was weird seeing with him with the mustache too. Why couldn't he shave his mustache for the movie? I didn't get it. But, you know, okay. Whatever.
Sparrow 2.
Hilarious.
Green light requested.
I really liked
Sparrow 2, clear.
I really liked in the other movies the actor that they had for Reed and the other one's Krasinski. I like that guy a lot. I think I saw his stuff on Prime. What was it? He played Tom Clancy's character. I can't think of it right now. Either way, I really like him, and I think he made a heck of a Reed in like the multiverse thing. Wanda killed him, but I really was expecting. I really would have liked him to continue as Reed Richards. But again, overall, the look of the thing, the movie cinematically, and the special effects and everything else was top notch. Just so good. I like seeing Robbie the Robot as an homage to the cartoon. I loved the cartoon as a kid. Land on the refill truck, huh? Okay. That close enough? Oh, we're tipping. How about that? Is that good? We're tipping? I don't think it sees it. Are we? Aha. Still not really there. We need better view underneath. Really? They're telling me that I'm still not on it? Okay, there we go. It finally kicked in. Oh, they sure are. I can't even imagine how difficult they are in the real world. When you've got your cyclic over here and you're, you know,
Clear cannon.
nuts. Absolutely nuts.
All right, the field's right below. It won't take much time. Before spraying, do a recon pass to make sure there are no obstacles. Final check. Be precise, fly low, below 30 feet is okay, and watch where you're spraying when you're above the seedling.
All right. Oh, it's this field? Aha. Oh no, they're very difficult. At least they are for me. You know, some people are born to it and are naturals. I'm not one of them. I've loved learning how to fly them. Yeah, and I'm a new fan of the Archer Midnight now. Okay, what do we need for a Z? All right, let's try this. See what our coverage is. Come on, don't slow down on me. Wait.
You're piloting an aircraft, not a bus. Get higher.
Well, let's look at our map. Well, we did that edge pretty good. Okay, we don't have the biggest coverage. We could use a lot bigger sprayer. Let's see. I don't know what the optimal height is. That'd be nice to know. Try to get up, up, up. Silly thing. Up. Maintain a speed of 50 knots. Really? That's gonna be tough to do. $50 knots, huh? You have to be going pretty fast. That's about 50 knots there, isn't it?
Keep in mind you have to fly at 50 knots over the crops for a good spray.
Wow, you have to go fast. Wow. Well, it sure, you know, it sure beats being in the airplane, though. In the airplane, you're constantly spinning around in circles. Whoa.
Ken, don't do that again.
Oh, shit. Trying to maintain my speed and come crashing down. There's 50. It's not so bad being in this. You can make the tight turns in the airplane. It's, oh my gosh. Well, that was a much bigger area of coverage. My goodness. the Archer had issues with the rotating its rotors. It seems so. I've been flying it actually quite a bit lately, and it seems to be working great. I wish they could almost add a color chemical to the spray so you could visually see where you're supposed to be. So green, I guess, meant optimal height. Orange was too low, probably. Who knows? Yellow.
Keep in mind you have to fly at 50 knots over the crops for a good spray.
You have to eyeball it when we went.
Keep your altitude at approximate 15 feet. It's important.
Okay, 15 feet. Well, that was helpful to know. Yeah, 50 knots, maintaining 50 knots. I don't know. Again, I think that would be much easier in an Archer as well. Maybe. I mean, you can dial in your speeds at least. Let's see. Okay. So now I'm going way too fast. Way too fast. So I gotta take it easy. I'm being too cavalier.
You're keeping a good pace. Almost a quarter of the area is finished.
I don't need to be descending from such a steep height. Let's see. It's not even 40 knots. Slow down. Oh.
Still not at the right altitude for a proper spray.
I hear ya. Okay. Let's try to get this under control. There's 50 knots. Nope. 0 knots. 30 feet. Nope. Dang it.
You should fly lower for better concentration of the product on the crops.
Vertically? Possibly. They make so much money in the simulator for this. This is one of the agricultural spraying is probably one of the best ways to make money in the shortest amount of time. Whoa. 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 Ah. Got away from me.
You're clear, Cannon.
What I need to do is try to get 30 feet dialed in and have my momentum set. The only thing is, once you get going, you start getting the lift. There's 50. See, that really drops our speed down doing any sort of turns. Had it though for a minute. Tough. Way too fast. Wow. Way harder than it looks, folks. All right, you've got to go. Hey, good luck.
We done. That's efficiency.
Uh-huh. Good luck with your studies, doctor. I wish you the best always. So, good luck. I hope this next year goes fast for both of us. So, have a great time with your studies. Again, I don't envy the workload that you have. You have a great night. Great week. Have a great week. All right.
You spilled fertilizer over the area.
Uh-oh.
Color inside the lines, just like in school.
Oh, boy. Chastised by the school marm. Way too fast.
Keep your altitude at approximate 15 feet. It's important.
Uh-huh. Certainly is. Yeah, you take care too. Again, good to see you. Oops.
Almost finished now.
Mind of its own. So, happy Sunday to you. So if you're just tuning in, in the last hour or so, just unlocked the agricultural. So if you're like, man, this guy doesn't know what he's doing, you're right. This is my first one in a helicopter trying this. A lot harder than it looks. Especially the whole maintain 50 knots part.
Almost done, right? Don't forget to let me know when you're ready to fly back.
Roger, roger.
Third time is the charm. Not. Come on. You can do better than that, Ace. Stop spraying when you've reached the end of the line.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Well, you got buildings in the way. What do you mean?
fly lower for better concentration of the product on the crops. Don't stop too early. Spray the whole distance. Wrong timing again. I know it's hard, but you're here because you're one of the best ace, so pick yourself together, okay?
Right?
There it is, fine.
Fast.
Field completed. Great job. You and your chopper make a great team.
I can do another pass and make it green. Oh well.
Lima India Charlie Uniform Traffic, Kin Charlie Alpha India 8314, 5 miles south, 2100, inbound to land, runway 2 tree, Lima India Charlie Uniform.
Hey, Henny was in the chat room. Henny is a glider pilot, glider student in Germany. So how are you doing? I'm gonna just skip to the landing. Yeah, I'm about ready to be done with this, I think. That was a lot of fun. I'm sure that one's gonna be a lot easier to find the Zen in than in the airplane agriculture. That is some serious work. The helicopter's not so bad. I'll figure it out. A certain height and then the right amount of pitch forward to maintain that 50 knot spray. Oh, high pitch something in my ear. Hey, cut it out there. Stop sending me these high pitched noises in my ear. It hurts. Was the airfield yesterday difficult to watch? It's the first time you've been there since the fire, and you got to be honest, You teared up a bit, losing 3 years of memories. Oh, I'll bet. I'll bet. Well, yes. But as long as you said they're going to build a new one, hey, it's going to be bigger and better, and a whole slew of new memories for you and all the people that are going to follow in your footsteps. So, some positive stuff to think about, you know. But I understand completely. When you lose stuff in a fire or just in general, it's very painful.
Lima India Charlie Uniform Traffic, Kin Charlie Alpha India 8314 is on final. Runway 23 to land. Lima India Charlie Uniform.
What? Undesignated landing area. Oh, okay. Well, where the heck am I supposed to land? Is that a refuel truck over there? Let's see. I'll bet. New plane. You're excited to fly the Aster. Whoa. Sorry, I'm looking at the chat. And let's go land by this thing and see what it says.
Nice job. Gastown enjoyed working with you. So good for the client and good for your reputation. Let's review your performance.
Atrocious.
Only way to get better.
Yeah, well, practice makes perfect, right? I'm excited too. I can't wait to see what it looks like. I can't wait to see your videos flying the thing. I'll have to look into the specifications of the Aster. See what makes it different. Let me try to find a picture of it now. Now you got me intrigued. Aster glider looks like a chicken wing. A drumstick? A chicken drumstick? It's got a nice shape to it. It doesn't look too different from other gliders, but what do I know? You know, I have no idea. But she's pretty. It looks like it's definitely one of the non-powered. So just a straight glider, no propeller. Unless something pops up from the back, but it doesn't look like it's got anything on the back. So non-motorized. Fully non-motorized. No engine at all. Man, you make a lot of money doing the agricultural sprays. Everybody in the simulator is so scary looking. They're so... What's the term I'm looking for? Ugly. Oh man, look at how big of a hit that was to reputation. That was like 2 months worth of reputation just wiped out. Maybe not that much, but boy, when they take, they take. They don't give very much reputation, but they take it. You don't have any motorized gliders that belong to the club at the airfield? All right. Well, I better get out of here. I've got to help Christine with our Sunday dinner, and there's a live stream I want to catch a little bit later from the Hustle Brothers, so I got to make sure that I'm all ready for that. Henny, always great to see you. I can't wait to hear more and see more always, you know. Very interested in what you're doing. But I better get out of here. So in comparison, the Jeans Aster has no retractable gear and a sharper nose. Yeah, it doesn't have a sharp nose. Well, the Aster CS can retract its gear and the drumstick nose. I see. Well, I look forward to seeing it in person. Well, you know what I mean, through your videos. All right, well, cheers. I will see you soon. It's time for me to get out of here. Have a great remainder of your Sunday and have a great week. So I'll try to be back every day this week. I don't have a set schedule at the moment. I'm trying to get a set schedule, but take care. Nice. Cheers.